Shading regions, question 1. So x has to be bigger or equal to -3. So first of all, find -3 on the x-axis, and we're going to draw a line up here. So that's the bottom one done. For the other two, we're going to have to use a quick table of values. So the first one, x plus y is less than 8. So x and y values. So if x is 1, y must be 7. If x is 2, y must be 6. If x is 3, y would be 5. Plot those 3 points and then join them up. So x is 1, y is 7, x is 2, and y is 6, and then x is 3 and y is 5. They should form a nice straight line which we can just join up using a ruler. Make sure you extend it the full length of the graph just to make sure. Middle one, again table of values, x and y. X is 0, x is 5, and x is 10, for example. Any x values you like, it's entirely up to you. So 2 times nothing is nothing, plus 5 is 5. 2 5s are 10, plus 5 is 15. 2 10s are 20, plus 5 would be 25. Now this one is useless because the graphing is up to 15, so we won't be able to use that one. So I'm just going to check another one. I'm going to use 2 just to make sure. 2 2s are 4, plus 5 is 9, just to make sure the 3 points show it's a straight line. So when x is 0, y is 5. When x is 5, y is 15. And then when x was 2, y is 9. So 2 was by here, and 9 would be there. So the third point just guarantees we've got it right, because any 2 points will make a straight line, whereas the third point makes sure you have the correct straight line. Again, draw the full length of the graph, and then we're going to colour in the little section that is satisfied by all 3 of the lines we've drawn. So we need it to be bigger than 3, so it's going to have to be, sorry, x is going to be this triangle here where the 3 of them meet. Second one of these, this time there's 4 lines. Again, start with the easier ones. So y and 2, so that's the y-axis, which is here, because every point on this line, the y value will always be 2 no matter what the x value. That's the y one. Same with x, x at -1. So every single point on this line, the x value is -1. And then we've got to use 2 tables of values to do the other 2. So for the first one, x and y, 0, 5, and 10. X is 0, y will be 5. When x is 5, y will be 10. And when x is 10, y will be 15. So 0, 5, 5, 10, and 10, 15, and then join those 3 points up, and then the same thing. So again, table of values, x and y, 0, 5, 10, so -0 minus 10 is still going to be -10, -5 minus 10 will be -15, -10 minus 10 will be -20, which doesn't fit, so we'll try -5. So -5 means +5, -10, which is -5. So at 0, -10, at 5, -15, and then at -5, -5, so that would be there. And then again, we're going to draw those 4 lines, and we look for the section in which all 4 intersect, and that is this little section by here. Third one, so y3 to start with. So that's 4, 3.5, 3, and we can draw a line across there, and that's the y for 3 one. x4 will be the line there, so we can take that one off. So the first one of the other 2 now, x plus 7, x and y values, 0 would make 7, 5 would make 12, and again 10 won't work, so we'll use -5. -5 plus 7 is 2. So at 0, 5, at 5 we're going up to 11, 12, and at -5 we were on 2, which is here, and then we should get a straight line unless I put one of the points wrong. -5 plus 7 would be 2, 0, 0 plus 7 is going to be here. Perfect case in point of why at the third point is necessary to make sure you haven't gone wrong. And then the final one, x and y, 0, 5, and 10. 1 minus 0 is just 1. 1 minus 10 would be minus 9, and 1 minus 20 would be minus 19, which doesn't fit, so we'll try minus 5. So this becomes 1 plus 10, which is 11. So at 0, it's 1. At 5, it's minus 9. And then at minus 5, it was 11. And then join those 3 points up to make a straight line. And then within the 4 lines we've drawn, we can see this is the only section bound by all 4 of them. Proportion, so y is inversely proportional to x, so y is proportional to 1 over x. So y equals k over x, fill in the values, so 12 equals k over 2, so 24 equals k, so the expression is y equals 24 divided by x. So y equals 24 divided by 0.1. Remember, this is calculator paper now, so we can use calculator to work that out, so it'll be 240. And then the other way around, y equals 24 divided by 8, so y equals, so x would be 3. Sorry, that would be 24 divided by x. And we've got 8 here, swap them over, and we get 3. Given that y is proportional to x squared, so y is directly proportional this time, so it's just x squared. So y equals k, x squared. Y equals 4 when x equals 1. So 4 equals k, so then the expression will be y equals 4x squared. So y is inversely proportional to x squared, so y is proportional to 1 over x squared. So y is equal to k over x squared. Fill in the values, 100 is equal to k divided by 2 squared. Take that up and multiply, so we get 400 is equal to k. So then we replace it and we get y equals 400 divided by x squared. So to find the y value, we're saying that it's 400 divided by 10 squared in this case, and that's 400 divided by 100, which is 4. To find the x value, we're saying a quarter is equal to 400 divided by x squared. Swap these over, and we find x squared is equal to 400 divided by a quarter. Type that in on the calculator to make sure you get it right. So x squared is equal to 1600, and then square root that, we find 40 is the value of x. Given that y is proportional to x squared and that y is 4 and x is 0, find an expression. Y is proportional to x squared, so y is equal to k x squared. So 4 is equal to k times 0.5 squared. So 4 divided by 0.5 squared is equal to k. And we find that 16 is k. So then we replace it and we get y equals 16x squared. So to find y equals 16 times 3 squared. So 16 times 9 is 144. And then in reverse, we find that 6400 is equal to 16 times x squared. Divide by 16 to find x squared. So 400 equals x squared, and you square root it to find that x is 20.